Okay, I'm gonna grab class real quick. I didn't even put my thing up. Of course I did it. I have a couple of things that I want to do, so let me grab some clasps real quick because I forgot to do that. And if I can't find some real quick, then I will just make some. Oh my goodness. Stop. Okay. I've got a couple of gold ones. I'm still not feeling 100%, so I apologize. I think I have some more. I thought I had some silver ones in my catch-all drawer. I won't call it my junk drawer because it doesn't have junk in it. It has jewelry making supplies. Okay, if I need a silver one, we'll either fake it and I can put one on later, or I will make one. Okay, but sorry. I kind of want to go over Saturday with you guys as well, but let's say hello first and probably take off my glasses so you can't see. Hello Barbara and Daddy, Mary, Beth, Rosanna. Hello everybody. Okay, so Saturday there will be a sale. It's starting at 12 Pacific Standard Time. Wait, I think that's right. Let me check my thumbnail that I did so that I can be sure. It'll be at the normal time that we typically have it. The theme go out today, but it's going to be a 2025 recap sale. And the theme of the day is spend more, save more. So orders of $50 will get 10% off, 75 get 15, 100 get 20% off, and any orders over 150 you get 25% off. So we already have a package that is ready to go, and rather than going through and doing discounts on each item in the system, I'm just going to apply the percentage discount when I go to do the invoices. So Steve and I are going through everything tonight to try to get things separated so there is like with like. And so yeah, so that's what we're going to do on Saturday morning. I wanted to show you guys something and just realized that I don't have I don't really have a stone right here to do it with. I have one, it just has a hole in it, and I'll show you why. Let's go down to the mat. So I don't know about the rest of you that are like wirely challenged. So if you get a cabochon in something, it's hard to figure out what to do. So I went searching on the internet and I came across these. They look like little pieces of coral. They have a bail in the center, which you could fully use as one. But you're supposed to be able to like stick your stone. That's slippery. Stick your stone in this and bend these around them. So that you have a way to use a cabochon. I don't like thing I don't like about them just right. This one isn't as bad. It's more centrally located. This one, the bail is like all the way over here, so you only have a couple on this side. So I don't know. I figure we'll give it a go. I'm gonna see if I can't spot something a little bit smaller or possibly not as okay. I see two things that may work. So let me see. Those are coins. I have these like big bulky things. That when I ordered, I wasn't aware that they were going to, it's one of those things where you see it on a screen and then you get it in person, and every once in a while it doesn't turn out to be a good thing. So that's these quatrefoil Amazonite beads. They are just huge, and I don't know why they were called. I mean, I guess if you do it from an angle, but that's not the way it's drilled. It's drilled as a cube bead. So this might be something that could benefit from like one of these little wire rafty thingies. But I'm telling you, it's not that they're not easy to bend and stuff, and you can use pliers to do stuff with. These ones are small, so I'm looking for like a smaller bead or something that we could try these out with. Let me see. Here. I'm gonna grab one of these dragon little like oval thingies, and we can try that. Because that looks like it shouldn't be too difficult. And it might also benefit for the first time to attach it to something that has the veil, so it should go. And do you think they bend to the back or should they bend forward? I have no idea. I ordered these a while ago. They looked intriguing. I pulled them out to see about putting them in a sale, and then I was like, well, you don't know if they work, so why are you trying to sell them? Okay, so this one is quite bent. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna try it this way, I think. That was very reminiscent of the scene in Pretty Woman when the snail went flying. That's what that reminded me of. See, I don't know. I also got, where are they? They were right here because I was going to pull them out as well. I also have, I think it's just like a piece of wire that has spokes, like spikes on either side. And you're supposed to be able to like put it on and like bend those around the stone. My only issue with those ones is that they were very difficult to try to use them. All right, let's try these quatrefoils. See, like what size stone are you supposed to be able to wrap in these? I don't know. I'm so confused, Beth. Oh, got you. He asked what you wanted. Am I getting a call for a gift card? Just kidding. Ugh. So see, I don't see, like, how small of a bead are you supposed to be using this on? Unless I'm just not able to, like, get it to go right. I'm trying to bend all these prongs down. I mean, that would have to be a really tiny cabochon, I feel, because this does not at all feel secure. I'm doing my best. But see, that doesn't... I couldn't have bent it any smaller. These would have to be for itty-bitty tiny things, I feel like. Okay, so that was a product fail in my book. Not sure. Not for me. He was asking for a friend. Is that the old, hey, a friend of mine was asking what you wanted for Christmas, and I know that that was a little bit fat, but I tried it on a round one too. I don't know that I have any small cabochons. Right. Well, hold on. Let me go see. I can I have some coin beads right here, so let me try to grab one of those so that they will be a little bit more cabochon-y. I don't know how to say that. Or here. You are very right. I'm not giving it a fair shake. So hold on. I grabbed a little something that is more. Okay. Okay. Here's a little oval black banded agate. So let me, where did I put the bag? I'll be able to do it in this gold one still. Okay. So I think these are bent the wrong way. So let's kind of get these all back into position. Okay, so we will try it with this. It's a oval, so. Oh, got you. Well, that was at least nice. Take a little something off your plate. You are the one with the last procedure, so. Okay. I don't know if I'm just not dexterous enough to do this. It just keeps popping out. Let me see if when I bend this one over, it chills out. Okay. Yeah, I might not have enough strength in my hands to use these. That might be all it is. So I might have to pop some into you, Rosanna, so that you can show us how to use these better, because I don't think I'm doing the best job at demonstrating, although I'm getting closer. Yeah, these might have to go to Rosanna so she can show us all how to use them, because I don't feel like I'm using them correctly. I might be now, but I just know that not all of us are adept enough in wire to like take on wrapping, but I like a good series. So like Becky Foster will do it, and Jenny will do a series like wire wrap where they make so many full sets, or they make something on the fly with every box. I had been doing snowflakes. Rosanna's been doing sun catchers, things like that. So if there are any series that you would like for 2026, please like email me, put them in the comments here. I'll probably ask again on Saturday. Stuff like that. I feel like I want this one to go around the back like that, so it's a little bit more. Okay, this one isn't looking as bad. So it might just be because I've been using things that were too fat, like you said, Rosanna. I need this one to bend down just a little bit more. It's like, do. I wonder if these would be more helpful. Pulling out the big guns. I think it'd be cool if you could anneal these. I would just be afraid because these aren't like, the packaging claims they're 18 karat gold plated, and the silver ones are 925 sterling silver plated. So I'm afraid that's why I'm kind of like hesitant to try annealing this, because I'm afraid like it would affect the plating on them, which the plating is hanging on. You guys see, I'm like doing my best to bend this into submission. You will lose. No. And nothing is coming off, so that's good. I need to put my phone on do not disturb. Let me see on modes, recording mode. Okay. I feel bad because I haven't designed with my box, and I need to do so, being my Christmas box. Okay, that's looking better. I just have this one like last little arm sticking up that way. And then I'm going to try to lay it flat and see if I can't use the end of my pliers to, okay, good. That's what I thought, Linda. That's why I didn't want to use it. But I think I'm then going to use like the bottom of my tools to kind of keep pushing things down so that it's tighter up around the cabochon, not just for like functionality, but for aesthetic purposes as well. This last little one just does not want to go down, and I'm not quite sure why. There we go. Okay, well, that was not a product fail. That was a user issue, not a product issue. Thank you, Rosanna, for pointing out that I wasn't using. I wish that the little arms, where did the bag of them just go? I'm still going to send you some. I wish that these weren't quite so connected. I don't know if maybe I can find some that don't look so, I don't know, like leafy or branch, you know, they look like branches. I might need to just find some other ones. And then like the way the bail is placed on some of these drives me nuts. But again, that's a me problem, not a product problem. Okay. Oops. That is helping. Just being able to push it down with this. I could probably even have more control. Maybe more control pushing it. No, I don't like that. It's too back heavy. Okay. And again, it would be personal preference as to which is the front and which is the back. But I believe I found these searching for like cabochon wrap or something. But another thing that I want to play with is making stone like cages out of wire and or length. Oh, begun the shaping first. Look, probably. Funnily enough, that's what I typically do because I like to like bend things past where it needs to go so that it, when pointing it in, it's easier. There we go. Just doing like one little bend at a time is helping. Like I said, the plating is whole. Like I have not damaged the plating on this, like at all. So that's nice for us beginners. Kind of tilt that up. Okay, so there's a couple of spots that I could play with a little bit more. This one is sticking up right there, and it is driving me nuts. I was trying to get it pushed down better, but I don't know if I'm just coming in at the wrong angle or not, but this, I think this could look really pretty around like a Baroque pearl, because it would look like, because it does it is reminiscent of coral. See, this is the part that's driving me crazy. Because it's not, sorry, it's not like down and in place. So I will have to play with that more. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, for pointing out things that I was doing incorrectly so that I would be successful at that. That's one of my favorite thing about doing lives. You know? Yes, Mary, I think you could. I also need to get a tool magic thing on one of my pairs of pliers because I figured out what we did wrong the first time. You have to literally dip, let it dry, dip, let it dry, drip, let it dry. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just supposed to be like one and done. So I stopped. Let me see. I have several different sizes of nylon jaw pliers. So that's the only thing, is that it's finding the right angle to come in with. My big. These ones stretch apart further than these will. Oh, well, maybe not, but they're longer. So. And I wasn't being facetious. I hope nobody took it that way. I genuinely am glad that you guys were here to like help me through the process, thereby letting others learn. So you could either have this side where it's like wrapped around it, or you could put this side out front. Should you want a neater view of your pendant? So if there, is it crap? Yeah, I was having the same problems. They were slitting off. I got these a while ago, and they are to wrap stones that don't have a hole in it, although this one does. I just was trying to grab one quickly. So for those of us, me included, raising my hand here, who may not be at so good at wire wrapping, this is a way that you could capture a cabochon. Are you saying that you don't like tool magic, or you're not liking the product I have? Because there are other options. Like I said, I have wire that I just had and I was going to use and demonstrate while we were working on this as well. Because it kind of seemed like hand in hand with me. I just need to figure out where the heck it went. Yeah, I don't know what I did with it. Anyways, there's another product that is like a long strip of metal, and it has spikes on either end, and you can get it in a multitude of sizes, and then you just wrap it around your stone and push the little prongs down. My thing is, I've had a hard time connecting the two pieces. So I don't know if that's what you need to do, and then like slide the cabochon in and push the prongs in. I would need to try that, but yeah. Oh, tool magic. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you're not at a place where you can do the wire wrapping, but you see a cabochon that you really, really like, these could be an option And like I said, you get two completely different looks. This one is like it's wrapping around the side, and on the other side, it just looks like that. So the other thing that I wanted to try was, I'm gonna get some jump rings out though. This chain came from a haul that I did way back when I was still when I was delving back into it and trying to build my stash back up. Where are those jump rings that I literally just had? And I would go on Facebook Marketplace, and there was a lady who used to buy storage units, and anytime that she would get one, that after the first time I purchased from her, anytime she would get jewelry making supplies, she would give me a hauler so that I could, she'd give me first dibs. So, which was very sweet of her and not at all necessary, but very well. What the heck? Where are my jump rings? I just had them out in preparation for this. I feel like that's what I get for trying to be prepared. I moved everything out of its normal spot. And so now, no. I'm also still not feeling it. So whenever I don't feel well, all of my typical everyday, like, here they are, symptoms, become exaggerated. Now this is antique copper and I'm using antique bronze chain. But that's just because these are the first. I have one of these in all the metals. And I really like this frame because they're closed when you get them. So if you're like doing something where you're making your own chain, these come in handy because you don't have to like sit there and close everything to begin with and whatever else. So, okay. First things first, I've never done this. So, hello, Kim. I just saw that. Thank you. Yeah, aren't those cool? Okay, so I've never done this, but what I'm going to do now, I believe is called a cage. Which is just where you have like either links that are made specifically that are like little ones, and then you connect them with the jump ring for to create the chain itself, or you do it the way I'm going to do it, which is where you use sections of chain and you first attach them to a metal ring for the bottom, and then you kind of just come up and shape around something. And I did this because I recently I looked this up. This is what I did yesterday when I was laying in bed. I watched a bunch of videos on how to do this. So you just take sections of chain, and they recommended 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting with small sections of like 5 links or so. If you find that you prefer it to be smaller sections, you can do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So cut this one. I know I should just hang these on a chain and cut them, but it's such a short bit of chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. That it's as quick to just cut them or count them than it is to go back and I'm just shooting these everywhere, which is gonna come back to bite me later, but you know. So and if this works out, I will do like an actual recording. Beth had an idea for me to do a series called Heather's How To's, where I teach different things, different techniques, different ways to wrap a loop, stuff like that. And time just got away from me, and then I've had 3 surgeries this year, so that didn't help much, but yes. Okay, so we will start with that, and this part is fairly easy, the first section, because you're just going to put 5 pieces of chain on the bottom. I'm trying to see if I think this would be too big. Where's the, I thought I pulled one of the, good catch. You do not even know what I just saved myself from. Woo! I caught it. Again, these little nuggets that I'm working with are drilled, but I just wanted to use those as an example. So here I have 2 different pieces of Amazonite. I love black and gold Amazonite. That might be the one I use because of the bronze. So I'm just trying to figure out, okay, nope, that's fine. I wanted to make sure that the size was done, and I kind of like that it comes down as a point because it will sit directly in that jump ring. Come on. So I'm going to start with 5. And see how that looks. And if you've never seen a cage wrap, I really like it, especially for the more organic shapes. I kind of love those. So this works really well because you're not trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Is the easy way for me to demonstrate that or word that so that you would understand what I meant, and I may have just messed up jump ring because I wasn't paying attention. Ah. Now I can get it back. There we go. So then we're going to attach a jump ring to each end of one of these chains, for which we will then attach it to some of the bottom chains so that it starts to come up and around the stone. Okay, let's see how many pieces I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. So I need to cut some more. And like I said, you can do the chain link number, whatever it is that you want to. You can do it as 5. You can do it with 3. You can do it with 7. They just recommend starting off with about a half an inch of chain, so that's what I'm doing. Okay. I just figured out the easy way to count these by just counting the number that are like facing a certain way. 3, 5. And you don't have to keep every chain piece the same. For example, at the end, when we get to the end and we are trying to wrap up around it, we may need to do some sections that are shorter, or so they said. So we're going to take this and we're going to put a chain and we're going to put another link. You're fine, Kim. I'm making a cabochon cage, or I guess these aren't cabochon cage. It's a way to go up around a stone if, say, you are not as adept at wire wrapping and such. So this is one of the methods that I came across. I am bummed that I can't find those strip joint things, especially since I just was like, oh, this is probably why it's not working. So now I want to see if that's why it wasn't working for me. Was that I was trying to join both sides together as I was like with the stone in it. So oh, I forgot to add another chain. Kim, we're having a sale on Saturday, so you can cause all the chaos you want then. Okay. And then just like when you crochet or knit or whatever else, we are going to have to come back across. Like we are probably going to need a chain that goes from here to kind of secure it better. And then we'll come in at the end, drawing all of the pieces together so that they have a closure at the top. So, as I said, I've never done this, but I figured we could all give it a go together. And I actually kind of like that the jump rings are antique copper. It just gives it kind of another, like, it just kind of glints out a little bit, but yes. I'm trying to figure out. That is Delon. Her name is Delon. And then I don't see her in here right now, but there's another lady that is Daune, and it's Dawn. So I like to know how to properly pronounce things too, so that's why I know that information. Oh, aren't you? Oh, you'll really like this, Kim. Yeah, Kim. Look what I got for Squish's room. The apartment complex that they live in has snails everywhere, which my daughter loves. She likes all the little snails. So Isn't it adorable? If you like it, I can probably get another one. But yeah, I know, aren't they cute? I don't know if you guys saw them yesterday, but I have the little llama here. I have a few different ones of these. This one is Crazy Lace on top of Jade. Little turtle. I'm bummed because I love the giraffe, but one of the ears are broken. So I have to return it and order a new one. This is yellow calcite. But look at all the carved details in it. So pretty. So we're creating like we got some corner shelves for in her room that all of those are going to sit on to decorate her room. But I have an order to place. Okay, not a problem. I will do so. Just know it's not drilled. It's a little statue or a little figurine. I don't know that wearing around your neck would be advised, but Steve is getting better and better at drilling stones. So I'm very excited for that. Because then we'll be able to bring you guys stuff at a reduced price, because to order, like, say, one of the little heart designs, to do one that's not drilled, I can get 25 of them for like $10, whereas if they have so they're like less than 50 cents a piece. Whereas if it has a hole, it goes up to like $2 a piece. So it will be better. And then he likes, I want to get him a drill press for Christmas so that he has one. Okay, so if I attach that, yes, that's what you want to do. I was doing the right thing. Because now I'm going to attach that one to this one. So, oh wait, this one goes to here. I need this one. Come on. My pliers are magnetized, which is like the most annoying thing to me about jewelry making, is when they get magnetized. Dang it. Did that just fall off? I'm going to be upset if it did. No, it didn't. Now I just got to figure out which one wasn't attached all the way or closed all the way. This one. Okay, so then now that is more attached. Sorry, it goes that way to the sides to make it sturdier. So that's the next step of doing one of these cages. I know this doesn't make for the most exciting video, but I just want you guys to be able to see the process, like, and ask questions if you have any questions. Okay, so now What are you doing? You have the wrong side. That needs to go on the other side so it can connect to the center. Go like that. And then we will open this one. Dang it. That's the only thing, is that it's kind of finicky when you're trying to attach one to the other. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that, but I kind of like the way it looks. Or not. No, I don't want the extra. I should just be attaching with the jump rings that are already there, not adding new ones at this point. So, okay, so take that off. And instead, okay, here's the pros and cons of these all being closed. I need to come in and open a bunch so that I have them ready for me, so I'm not like scrambling and losing my place because I have to like undo things. So, yeah, Kim, I use a little Dremel, and I have a hard time with the larger Dremels because the vibration is just too much for my neck and shoulders and everything else. So I have a tiny one, and then if I need something like done under the water, then Steve takes care of that. Because I cut myself trying to do it. Something slipped out, and so. Okay, so now we need to do a piece of chain from here to the other side. So I need to place one here. And then this will also attach to this side. Like so. Come on. I know it's magnetized. There we go. So here, I'll lay this out so you guys can see the progress thus far. So see, I have one across here, and then if I was smart, I would have attached it at the same time, which is what I shall do from this point forward. But you just keep going until it's around your stone and is held in place. Okay, so now I have to reopen this jump ring, which I don't like doing, but I really like these jump rings. Even though they look thin, they are very strong. Where's the cut? There it is. Another little piece of chain. I know this is tedious and not the most exciting process to watch, but I think that it will be a cool thing to know how to do in case you spot that beautiful cabochon that is just so pretty and but is undrilled. Because I find that that seems to be the case at the like not the just gem shows, not or like the rock shows, I guess. I don't think I'm going to have to go much. I think if I just connect this to this one and then this one to this one, I will be okay. Although this is missing its top layer for some reason. It only had the side pieces. Okay. Okay. So up next, we just have to connect which part to which part. Okay. We need to connect this to this. And then the other side of that same jump ring. To the chain on the other side. Okay. And then this one needs to come across. So this. This would obviously be much simpler if my pliers were not magnetized. Okay, and then I'm just going to close this. Make sure I have everything correct. Okay, let's see where we are now. Okay, so I think we just need to connect this to this, and then this needs to be connected here. And then I think we're going to have it. So I need to connect this. And I feel like it's important to pick this up at the right position so that you're not fighting with the chain. I might have an extra piece on. Hold on. This is not easy. You know I'm going to be real about that. I'm sure the more and more I do it, I will get better at it, but trying to figure out what goes where is not necessarily the easiest thing, especially once you pick something up off of the mat. I don't know, let me see if I can't just leave this down on the mat by opening it with my thumbnail, not another plier. Haha, that might have been. No, just okay. Let's see now. Where are we? It's also going to get harder and harder to lay it out as I connect the pieces. So I think that I just need to connect from here to here with a piece, and then we should be able to put our stone in and connect it up at the top. Or so I'm hoping. I need another, no, I have another length right here. Okay, so this is just going to be a matter of, again, getting it to split at the right point so that it points, like the direction doesn't get messed up or twisted. You need to make sure you keep your chains in the right position, otherwise it'll be a mess. Please don't fall. Thank you. There's just a lot of chain links in this little jump ring here. Okay, there we go. Now, where are we? I think, okay, so this needs to come this way, like that. Oh, this comes this way and attaches right here. But I feel like this needs to go down under so it's not in the way. Oops. That is the chain, but I'm holding the chain on the wrong side. Like I said, I'm probably missing a bunch of comments and or questions, and for that I apologize. This is just one of those things that you just really need to concentrate while doing. Oh, wait. I don't know where I'm supposed to be adding this. To the layout once again. Because I don't want to just keep adding pieces of chain, because then it will just be that much harder to connect up at the top. So I kind of just need to hold it out in my hand. Okay, so it's this chain to this jump ring. Now it's just a matter of finding where the jump ring is split. Okay, I think I got it. Going through to make sure that everything is the right way. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Another big jump ring. Don't think I want quite as big of one as I did at the bottom. So I'm going to go down a size. And then I'm just going to go around the cage until I have most of them strung. And then I will add in the nugget. Let's hope that I made this big enough. There's the next piece. Right there. Okay. So I have these last two, but I think I want to take a second and place my stone in the center ring, like so, and drop the cage over the top, and it's big enough. Woohoo! Just have to add the last two arms. I think it's a mistake to have gone to the smaller one because I think it's going to draw it in too sharply. So I'm going to take that one off and I'm going to go to the biggest one so that because the top, it's going to go like this. So having the smaller one, this will set on top more naturally than the smaller one would have. And it gives the chain more area to fluff out. Okay, let me see. What am I missing? Okay. Exactly, Kim. A macrame plant holder, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are all kidding. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. The only tedious part is like keeping the strands of chain in the right order on the jump rings. If you can do that, you'll be good to go. Okay, so that is that. And now this one. And then I think I just have one left to attach. So I've got to stick, or maybe I have two. See, I said I needed to keep them in order, and then I don't think I did. Okay. Forget the tools for a second. I'm going to go around and use my hand because I feel like that will be easier than trying to deal with the magnetized pliers. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to come out, and the next one is right there. Okay, this is the next one. And then I think there's just one little arm left, and that's this one. So now we need to stick our stone in the cage and hope that I did indeed make it the right side. Oh, no, you don't get to do that. Let me close this for a minute. Goodness, these jump rings are good jump rings. They were very inexpensive too, and they come in all the colors. So, all right. If I have to get out a smaller cabochon, I will. There we go. It got tangled up for a minute, but I think I have it now. Okay. I gotta figure out which is top and which is bottom now. And I still don't have the largest jump ring. Dang it, that's the problem. How was this in the wrong spot? Yeah, it was just in the wrong spot. Well, thank you so much. I'm holding it in my thumb in order, so hopefully I can just put this back on relatively easily. Come on. This one just fell, so here we go. I'm gonna do it. One way or another, this is gonna happen. Because I put too much work in to like abandon ship, but also I'm getting to the aggravated stage. Okay, and this is the next one. I can do it. I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Let's hope I get to the I thought I could part of that little scene. Okay, so we just have this one little arm left. So now we just need to get, oh, no, you did not. Okay, good. If this, oh, no, don't drop it. You have it. Ha ha ha. Whoo. Okay, now I can fuss and put it in the cage however it is that I want to. And then I think I just like, I don't know how I attach this to a thingamabob, but it is definitely in a cage. Woo! Okay. I feel like we need a couple more, like from here to the third one there to like kind of close it up a little bit, but having the rock in it does help. I just need to make it more secure by doing a couple more like connections, but I achieved it. So, I'm a happy camper. And I did it much quicker than I thought I was going to be able to. I thought it was going to be like a much like more drawn out. So, like I said, I think I need to create a more like another couple of areas where I just go into, because I did 5 links. So if I go into the third here and go to the third over here, I think that will close it up more. But it is in fact in its cage. I know now why whenever I see these online, it seems like there's so much extra chain, but yeah, he would be flying through. You guys are the best. Thank you for being my cheerleaders today. Um, yeah, I'm excited that I figured it out. And now that I have, I think I could even do it again. Whether or not that happens anytime in the near future is a whole other story, but I have also seen people that go and create links. Like they just take some wire. Oh, I'm up top, not down at the bottom. They take like a piece of wire and create a little link themselves. And I've seen them do it with seed beads, little baby pearls, like the whole 9 yards. And I think, see how magnetized my tools are. And if you do like the little hybrid loop thing, but you could like stick beads on it. I would do like very thin beads, like seed bead, or the very tiny, like this. And then you just link all of the links together with jump rings, and you have a beaded cage. Or like I could even make a link to go from there to there, from here to here, to like make the connection, the secondary connections, more, I don't know, uniform. But you see why I think I need to go to the middle one, just to make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing and to have it there. But yes. Yeah, that's what I meant, Rosanna. To go from like the third link to the third link, and yeah, we just get it fixed. But I'm excited because I figured it out. And normally with my memory recall issues, I have to do something like over and over and over and over and over again before I get it completely like down to where I can do it. And I only watched a bunch of videos. This is the first time that I actually put it into practice. But yeah, that could look pretty if I did some links in like bright copper and kind of make it a visual thing that way. I do feel like, there it goes. Okay, I was like, I don't like the way it's sitting, but once the connections are made, I think it'll be that much easier, like to go from here to the third, if that's what you meant. Oh, yes, please show us, Rosanna. Yes, you would hang this from something. What I saw people do was like attach jump rings to this and then bring all of those jump rings together using a piece of wire. And that's how you make your loop, if that made any sense at all. But yeah, you would just put like a jump ring here, 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 in between those two, in between those two, and then you, especially if you did an oval jump rings, I would think. But yeah. I don't know. I think I will probably, I love black and gold Amazonite. Not that I don't love like all the like really pretty, just green, whatever Amazonite. I do, but I love black and gold. It's one of my favorites, especially when you get into like this part of it. Like Randy was sold some strands of them last year. And a lot of people were like, oh, I want the more this strand, the more green strand. And I'm like, nope, send me the whites, the blacks, the golds. I'll take all of those. because that's like what I love to do. So there are 2 ways that you can wire wrap a cat. Well, not. I guess it is still wire wrapping, but to wire wrap a cabochon, if it is, of course it's undrilled, otherwise it's not a cabochon. If you just don't feel really good at doing it, I do, like I said, I need to find the other method, which I really wanted to show today. And I literally had it. I know, you guys hear me say it all the time. I literally had it right here behind me, and I just don't see it here, and that's extremely frustrating. Let me check and see if I pulled it up. Nope. It was with the rest of the wire, Heather. It might be in this tub right here. Hopefully, because then I can show you that option too. Oh, and it's the 11th. So, I'm not gonna lie, I did cheat and look at the one from yesterday, but I put it back in the envelope so that I could show everybody today. 14th, 11th. I thought it was like right here. And I just had another thought. I had to have picked it up and moved it someplace else because it was like right here. So I had to have moved it to a safe place so I didn't lose it. As you know, I do all the time. Okay. But in looking for that, I did find something else. That could probably be used to do the same. Here it is. Haha, I did have it right here. To do the same technique, only in another way. So what I saw people doing online, I'm sure my hair's all crazy, is these ones are a little long, but I was thinking if you did like a gentle bend in them using a bracelet bender, you could make a cat cage using something like this. So, or like using just a link like the little gold one, like this, and just connecting those with jump rings to make the cage so that it's not as fiddly. Kara, I'll show you. Hold on. But you could use this as your cage and just attach these to the. So this is not a wire wrap. So this piece right here started out with one of these, and then I just bent it around the, well, this is a bead, but around like the thinner profiled bead like that. So we did that, and then this is just a chain cage, and it's not complete. I'm gonna have to go in and connect these a little bit more so that it doesn't just free float and go wherever it wants. It's in there securely. Like there's not any spot that it could come out of. but I want to clean it up a little bit. Here is the other thing that I ordered so that I could do this, but I want to open these real quick. So I'll show you number 10. Number 10 was this really pretty lamp work heart pendant with red and gold, which I think is really pretty. And I actually have an idea of, I might make something out of this and send it to Sarah Lovecraft because she's a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and those were their colors. So I think she'd really like that. Even if they are our division rivals, it's okay because I'm sure I've already said this 100 times. But the year Steve was born, the Broncos went to the Super Bowl. The year Jericho was born, they went to the Super Bowl and won. And so now Squish was born. So we're hoping with that, and we're having a great season thus far. I love that you sent me these, Rosanna, because these were my favorite. I loved these. Ah, I'm so excited. I'm going to put a pearl up above it and make myself a pair of earrings. That'll be really pretty. I like these leaves too. They're that nice like tea leaf blue color with the copper. Those are really pretty. Thank you, Rosanna. I love them. Okay, the third way. And you can buy this in like various where the center strip is thicker. I didn't realize that at the time when I purchased mine. So it's just like a band. Sorry. That has, I don't know why when I zoom in, it does better than when I go up to the camera, but it drives me crazy. Okay, so there's a bunch of little holes in it. And then there are these little spikes that are on both sides of it. So I was trying to do it to where I took a piece of wire to like connect the two pieces, and it wasn't working and it didn't look great. But what I was thinking just now was that if you went in and flattened out the spikes a little bit, then in one area, you could go in with a head pin and connect the two sides, and then put the pendant in place and bend the spokes that way. And you would only have to keep one side, like take one side. So let's see, I'm gonna need a thin pendant, which I have. It's almost like I sell beads or something. Let's be real. I'd have it even if I didn't sell beads. We all know. I'm a hoarder. I mean, I'm a bead collector. What was I coming over here for? Oh, duh. This one will be perfect. So, I just want people to know that there's not areas or components that can be used only one way. So I got this crazy lace agate oval. It does have a hole in it, obviously, but it's the right thickness to use this wire with. So, actually, I think I want to use the gold. I think the gold will look good with the like creamy whites and reds. But like this is 18 karat gold plated, and this is sterling silver. So you can also buy good quality. I wonder if these are all different thicknesses or if they're the same. No, they look to be about the same. So it is pokey. So if you're like me and have very sensitive hands, just know in advance that it is a little pokey. Come on, will you be just, you are driving me bonkers. Just come on. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't continue to try the other ways of doing this. I just don't want you to like come across something or see something and really want it and it's really beautiful, but oh, I can't wire wrap a cabochon. We're going to make it possible today. And then see, it just sits right around the outside of the stern. Bye, Dorothy. Barbie doll tiara. Ooh, yes. You could use that for this. If Rosanna's still here, she probably would like that. Okay. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna cut it just after the spike. Like that. So we know this fits around. And then, oh my, I don't know that I have gold head pins right, or yeah, head pins right here. It's okay. I can make one. I just need to find some wire. I don't think this will go through the little hole. Nope. Okay, so 18 gauge does not go through that. What size is it? That's bigger. And I bet you could probably do this with beading wire too, I would think. That you'd be able to go up and make a loop through it. Just need a little piece of gold wire. This is 18 karat gold, or 18 gauge. I cleared off my desk and here it is. So I think if I just do my little trick of making my own head pin where I just fold one side over on itself and flatten it out, or you could also just do this. Put that up through there. Oh no, that won't work because then it will come to a point. So it has to go all the way around and connect right there. It's very pokey wire, guys. Let me flatten a section of these off. I'm actually just gonna flatten it completely. I think it will make my life easier in the long run, especially when trying to hold this. And it flattens out very quickly. So that's good. So this is what it would look like. And yes, you could make a princess tiara, just cut off the backs spikes. I can send you the link, Renee, if anybody else wants the link to this, let me know and I will post it. Okay, much better. Now it's not poking me to death the whole time. Alrighty, how am I going to do this? Because if I just shape it around like so, any advice? Rosanna, Linda? I'm trying to figure out what the best way would be. Because I want it to connect where the two, like, spike over spike. But I need to find my head pins, I think. I think that's going to be the key. All right, will do. We pulled all of the stuff off prepping for the sale last night. That's why I don't. And this is where I get to try to guess where Steve put it. Because it's just a little container that has a bunch of little ones that hold the different sizes and lengths and whatever. But I believe that we sold some with the other finding pack, but I could be wrong. We may not have done. We may have just done jump rings in class. So okay, I just had a thought. I wonder if I could jump ring it together. That may be a thought. Are any of these head pins? These are just clasps and spacers, not my. I'm trying to think on how I can do this, so I'm not even really paying attention as I'm looking. So, because my brain is trying to figure it out another way. Sorry, I was busy vacuuming. It's okay. I think that Rosanna must have had to leave too, and I didn't see the goodbye. So I wonder if I would be able just to put a jump ring in there, or if that would keep it from being able to go in the right way. You know what? Instead of using a jump ring, I think I'm going to use beading wire. Is that what I want to do? I'm trying to figure out how to connect the two sides on here. So see, they're like little holes, and then you put this. I'm trying to link the top, and then you put the cabochon in, and you bend all the little wires down to hold the cabochon in place. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to close it up, as I don't have a head pin, and also I don't know if a head pin would work. So that's why I'm thinking like beading wire might be better. Like cutting off a section of this. Oop, this beading wire is too thick. Okay. I came up through one, and then close this. Wait, please go through. There we go. And then we cross this through the other side, like so. No, that's not what I'd want to do. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know. I'm sure that there's like a tutorial somewhere by somebody that actually knows what they're doing. If I just put it through the two spikes like that. Or not the two spikes. Let's go in the hole next to the spikes like that. I wonder if like doing a flat crimp with it. Or just putting this up to the center of the spike. Like so. There we go. Okay, we have them secured to each other. I'm going to grab a little like micro crimp and crimp that together if I can get both strands through the itty bitty crimp. I don't want the kink showing though. I'd rather the kink. It's fine though. Okay. Let me try to. No, hold still. Okay. Make these the same length. Put the crimp on. Come on. You've got to be able to put two strands in, right? Don't you have to use two strands? And this wire says that it should, oh, it should be a size 2. Okay, let me get the one that I used yesterday because that is, like this size 1 is the size that it calls for. So that would probably be easier to get in there. And I have my little crimper, since I will obviously not be using my magical crimper. Okay. times 2. Anyways, if I can figure this stuff out, guys, there's no reason why you guys shouldn't be able to figure it out too. But if you are ever looking for something specific to like help, reach out to me, because finding obscure things is kind of my superpower. Like, if you can't find something, or you're not even exactly sure what it is you're looking for, I will do my darndest to help you. Okay, and this one goes through the hole next to it. Nope, 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 don't come out. Okay, there we go. Now they are crossed back over, and I should be able to fit both of these strands onto the crimp, or through the crimp. Woohoo, success. Okay. And then we would need to put at least one back through the crimp, if possible, to create a loop. I don't know that that will be possible. I will have to figure... Oh, wait, did I get it through? I did get it through to make a loop. Okay. Then I just bring my crimp down. This loop is way too big. There we go. I want the crimp down as close to the metal framing so that it stays closed. Problem is that I didn't think ahead and put my loop wire back down through the metal again. So I'm going to close up a little bit, put it in the hole where it needs to be, and then I can tighten everything back up again. Okay, so you need to go through there, please, and thank you. Nope. There we go. Haha. Pull the wire down till I get my desired loop size. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. So, like I said, if I can figure this out, you most definitely should be able to figure this out. Okay, I'm going to clip the wire in the middle. I'm not going to clip the wire on top yet. I want to make sure that I can do this. Okay. Oh, look it. And then you just have to go around and push down the little sides. You should just be able to go like this, in all actuality. Use your crimping pliers to save yourself some headaches. Put it in the first little notches, and it'll start the bending process, and then you can go in with the flat part of your crimpers and push it the rest of the way down. Or use your thumbnail like I just did. Okay, I probably should have made this a little bit tighter, but like see how that's gapping out right there? But hey, Rosanna's on the members only live. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. That started at 1:30. Okay, I gotta go because I missed hers like the last however long, however many times. Way too many. So you can see that I was able to process this very quick, not quickly, but I was able to figure it out. Like I said, if you guys need me to find you something like this, let me know. I really don't mind. Like I said, but there, now you've got like your little detailed edge on either side of your cabochon. You need to block away everything else. And you just put the spikes all the way around, and then you've got a thingamab. Then you've got some. You can use the cabochon. Blah, blah. I can't. Oh, you're having a live sale again tomorrow? Oh, I don't know. Anyways, all right, guys, I am going to hop off because I completely forgot about Rosanna's live and I feel bad. I really wish you would tell me. But anyways, thank you. It is, huh? I love it. Will be in the sale tomorrow. So there you go. But anyways, all right, you guys, I hope that this didn't scare you away from trying new things and did the opposite, maybe gave you the courage to try a new thing. So I hope so anyways. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your guys' day. I will see you tomorrow and hopefully on Saturday as well. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. And as always, happy beading.